We don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the rumors of the Terence Crawford Canelo Alvarez mega fight in the works, man. I'm hearing negotiations is in the works. This is big boy news. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So, man, rumors of the fight, they've been going on since after that Errol Spence fight, right? Since after the Errol Spence fight, you've been hearing them whispers that, Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. Of course, this isn't necessarily a legacy fight. More so just like a big payday for everybody. You know what I mean? And Terence Crawford challenging himself as a competitor, right? So Bud moved up after the Errol Spence fight. He moved up to 154, fought Madrimov, wanted to get his feet wet, got the decision, right? You started to hear the talks even more. Even though a lot of people were saying after they seen him fight Madrimov, they just feel like it's no way that he could beat Canelo Alvarez, right? And Bud even spoke to that. He was like, people doubt me. He loved when people doubt him. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. Like, he feed off of the doubt, right? You was hearing a lot of doubt with the Errol Spence. Even though I was hearing that was like, I even felt like that was more 50-50. And if I had to go kind of off styles, and I love Errol Spence, off of styles, I kind of was leaning a little more towards Terence Crawford. But it is what it is, right? So Bud moved up to 154, fought Madrimov, got the decision, but it was like Bud looked good, but his power don't translate, right? Anything 147 and lower, he knocking everything out. He knocking anything out 147 and lower. Soon as he got to 154, it didn't translate the same. That power, that finishing, that finisher in him didn't translate the same. Just going up to 154. And as a guy who I fight at 154, right? I walk around at 165. I fight at 154. And when I tell you that even sparring at 165 compared to sparring at 154, at 165 I feel slower. I don't move as quick. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not gonna be as sharp. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be as sharp the more weight that you keep on your body in a fight if you're not used to that weight. You know what I mean? That's just human genetics. You know what I mean? That's just the human body, right? So I can understand why it didn't. Bud was still sharp, but you can see that the power not gonna be the same, right? Because you're not gonna be as quick. Like, those punches aren't just gonna be coming as sharp like they typically would, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh, the promoter, he's been vowing to put the fight together. Canelo really wasn't willing to negotiate, and that was for multiple reasons. One was to focus on this fight with Edgar Berlanga, right, and Jaime Munguia. When Canelo's locked in to his fights, right, he not gonna pay no attention to nothing outside of those fights, right? So he also it's been put out there that there's a feeling that he feel like even if he do, when he do beat Crawford, they gonna say he a 147, 154 guy. You know what I'm saying? So you beat a 147, 154 guy, and you a super middleweight. You know what I mean? That's how they gonna feel. Even though I don't know if it'll be like that, because I remember when Mikey Garcia had moved up like 2 or 3 weight classes to fight Errol Spence, and even though Errol Spence packed him out, you know what I mean, he still and did it in an impressive way. He was boxing in that fight too. If y'all ever go back and look at that fight, for the people who say Errol Spence don't know how to box, in that fight against Mike Garcia, he was boxing his ass off. But that's what I'm saying. People still gave him credit for that. They like, man, Earl sock boy out. You know what I mean? So but that's the reason when Canelo is locked in on his opponents, he don't really pay no attention to nothing outside of those fights. So I do believe he just wasn't willing to negotiate. Right now, a lot of people, the fight that they really want, see, because it's fights that both of them really ducking, that I might get into later, that I feel like the people want. This is what I be talking about in boxing, right? Okay, y'all two fighting, bro. Come on, it is what it is. I personally would I want to see the fight? Like, would I? No, I wouldn't want to see that fight because and I love Terence Crawford. I love the sport of boxing, period, bro. I love Terence Crawford, bro. Warrior, you know what I'm saying? Flat out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that welterweight dominance, you know what I'm saying? Even moving up to super welter, I believe he could clear out 154. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like a knockout fashion, but I just believe with his boxing prowess and technique and just overall skill set, I still believe he could collect some belts up there, right? So what I'm saying is that it's other guys we'd rather see y'all fight, right? Canelo, we'll much rather see you fight David Benavidez. Stop ducking David Benavidez. That's the fight we'd like to see. We'd like to see Canelo and David Benavidez, right? We just being real, right? I'm tired of that. Oh, Canelo want 200 million to fight David Benavidez. You want 200 million? That's insane, right? Same for Bud. Fight Boots. Fight Boots is waiting on you. Boots is waiting on you. You see what I'm saying? Why would you not fight Boots? It's like both of them is like, it's kind of just strange to me. I don't understand it. Like, bro, y'all fighting everybody but the guys that everybody want to see y'all fight. I personally don't get that, right? You know what I mean? And I understand it, right? Canelo, a champion. Canelo, the face of boxing, 62-2, right? Super middleweight. Boy's a monster. You know what I'm saying? He's the face of boxing right now. Terence Crawford, 41-0. He definitely one of the faces of boxing at welterweight and super welterweight, right? I just don't think that's a good fight. I mean, it's really more so for entertainment purposes because I don't see a scenario where Crawford could beat Canelo Alvarez, bro. That dude is too solid, built like a tank. He'd have to outpoint him. It'd have to be straight boxing. Like, Canelo has the ability to knock Terence Crawford out if he try to make it a fight. He has the ability to knock him out, bro. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Terence don't got the ability to knock Canelo out. It would just have to be off of points. He would literally have to outpoint him for 12 rounds. You see what I'm saying? And how Canelo gonna be walking him down? How would he be able to do that? Like, I can kind of already see how that fight would go. It wouldn't be a good fight. I wouldn't want to see that fight. I'm just gonna be real. I wouldn't want to see that fight, bro. I just wouldn't. I would want to see Bud and Boots, and I would want to see Canelo and David Benavidez. Damn, if you could put it on the same card, that would be fantastic. I'm just saying, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, though. I mean, that's cool that they in negotiations, bro, but it's just other fights that I'd rather see, man. I might do a video on that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all of y'all, man. Everybody that's been rocking with me, bro. I've been doing this for like the last 2 years, man. And I don't know, man. I feel like I might be shifting away from the hip hop. I still might be talking about it a little bit, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm really passionate. Like, boxing is something that I talk about like all the time. Like, it's something that I think about all the time. And I think I'm just going against who I am as a person. I like investments. I like eating healthy. I like taking care of my body. I like boxing. I like, you know what I'm saying, audio books. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a book club segment. You know what I'm saying? I might go back to that, bro. Like, I like to play chess. I like these types of things, bro. Like, I feel like I need to get back more into like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably, anybody that's been rocking with me for the hip hop content, I appreciate that. But I probably will be shifting the content a little bit, man. So y'all bear with me, but I appreciate y'all and just being a part of me building this brand, bro. The Hoods being their brand. It's HB to God, man. Big Hoods, big abundance, big favor. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be smart. I'm really finna be on that type of time, man. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, though, man. It's the God Hoods being their big favor, big abundance, HB to God, big Hoods. It's cool to be smart. I'm gone.